A modern jetliner vanishes from the sky. No distress call, no trace, no answers. How could a $200 million aircraft with 228 people on board simply disappear? What happened in the final 3 minutes was so disturbing, it changed aviation forever. This is the haunting story of Air France Flight 447. On the night of May 31, 2009, Air France Flight 447 took off from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, bound for Paris, France. The aircraft was an Airbus A330, one of the most advanced and safest planes in the world. On board were 216 passengers and 12 crew members, including 3 experienced pilots rotating shifts over the 11-hour journey. Weather over the Atlantic looked turbulent, but nothing the crew hadn't handled before. Nobody could have predicted what was about to happen. The aircraft climbed smoothly to cruising altitude, 35,000 feet. Hours into the flight, it was flying over the equatorial Atlantic, known for sudden weather shifts and electrical storms. Radar showed scattered thunderstorms ahead, but the crew adjusted course slightly. Inside the cockpit, calm routine. Outside, clouds building in silence. At 2:10 a.m. UTC, the plane entered a thunderstorm zone. Suddenly, the pitot tubes, small sensors measuring airspeed, froze due to ice. The autopilot disengaged, the cockpit filled with alerts and confusion. Without reliable speed data, the pilots had to fly manually, in complete darkness over the ocean mid-storm. The junior pilot pulled the nose up, a fatal error. The aircraft began to stall, but they didn't recognize it. They were climbing, unknowingly, at a steep angle, losing lift. Within seconds, the plane was falling, 11,000 feet per minute. Still, none of the pilots said the word stall. For over 3 minutes, the plane was in a deep stall. At 2:14 a.m. UTC, Air France 447 slammed into the Atlantic Ocean at nearly vertical descent. No one survived. 228 lives lost. The plane had disappeared into the sea, with no clear explanation. For days, ships and aircraft scoured the Atlantic, recovering debris and bodies. But the black boxes were missing, lying 13,000 feet below. It took nearly 2 years to locate the flight data recorders using deep-sea submersibles. What they revealed shocked the aviation world. The official investigation found that the frozen pitot tubes caused autopilot disconnection, but it was human error that led to the crash. Despite stall warnings, the crew failed to lower the nose and regain speed. The co-pilot's actions went unchecked for minutes. The captain was resting at the time. By the time he returned, it was too late. The tragedy exposed gaps in training for manual flying at high altitudes. It led to sweeping changes in pilot education, especially in stall recognition and recovery. Air France also upgraded equipment to prevent sensor freeze-ups in the future. Flight 447 became a turning point, not just for one airline but for global aviation safety. One storm, one small sensor failure, one human misjudgment. And yet, 228 lives were lost. Air France 447 reminds us, even in the age of automation, human skill still matters. If you found this story compelling, subscribe for more gripping aviation breakdowns, where every flight has a story.